Hi guys. So today's pack is a Pokemon Center Japan Crimson Haze pack. As you know, I've opened one of these on my Instagram recently, and it wasn't that special. It just had a little error kind of packaging, so I was curious about it, and I made a small reel about it while opening it. So we'll be talking about this a bit later. Today, I have a little something interesting to talk about. As all of you know, that Pokemon is very big. It has existed for a long time, longer than I have existed. All right, so I wouldn't have much information into the Pokemon universe, and some of you might be even more knowledgeable about it than me. So today what we'll be talking about is rather something different, something a little bit more personal to me rather than Pokemon. Unlike Conan and One Piece, where I've talked about things that have put me into a trance about these TCGs. Pokemon is much more into the hobby perspective than to my liking perspective, and uh, I'd say that Pokemon is something that I am unsure about uh, a lot myself, and I'd say I haven't, delved as deep into Pokemon as I have into other TCGs. So instead of talking about Pokemon, which I don't have a lot of knowledge about, we'll be talking about something like this. This right here is a car, specifically speaking, a diecast car. And the company that made this is Hot Wheels. And Hot Wheels is just the tip of the iceberg out there. So, the thing that we're talking about today is diecast cars. They come in varying sizes from the smallest to a quite large size. And I personally love collecting diecast models, which are the small ones. So, talking about diecast models, people tend to buy Hot Wheels, people tend to buy other brands. I personally do prefer Hot Wheels as well as other brands, and I have been into collecting cars since I have been a child. My parents used to bring me Hot Wheels every time they came back from an outing. So, without any further delay, I'll just get into a little bit showcase and some special trivia about diecast and its collectors. So, unlike your regular cards, which I have been collecting Hot Wheels or diecast cars has a very unique vibe to it. People are differentiated on types of collectings that they do. Some people are chasing after the special edition cars, which sort of look like this. So it's the only special edition car from Hot Wheels that I own. So this is technically called a super treasure hunt car. It is denoted by its TH at the as a decal on the car, and a small golden flame, as you can see, a small golden flame onto the bottom of the back of the car. I haven't been keeping the car in great condition, so that's why the box is bent a little bit. People are actually quite particular about that as well. And the third thing that you can probably see into these secret super treasure hunt cars is that their tires are made of rubber, and the paint is called something as spectra flame paint, which is shinier than the usual cars and has a glittery finish at times to it. Apart from that, when collecting Hot Wheels, people tend to collect some Hot Wheels that they want to keep in the box, just like this. And I have a few other cars that I keep in the box because they are much more closer to me personally, because I of course have a favorite car brand as compared to others. So this is one of those I keep dear to me. Hot Wheels has been a big part of my life, and only recently have I been able to learn that there is a slightly different collection called the Hot Wheels Premium Collection that offers differentiated, much better, sophisticated, high detailed cars. And it has a very big market outside of India. India has started recently, but it isn't as big as it is outside. So, a few things that have been a surprise to me, an earnest collector for the past around approximately 18 years. I don't know, I won't say much. Apart from that, people that tend to collect Hot Wheels are also people who are not just interested in cars, but they're also interested in bikes. They Hot Wheels often tend to release special and cool bikes, or just simple bikes when talking about bikes or scooters, because like this is a Honda Cub, a simple delivery type vehicle versus a race motor style BMW bike. A lot of people think that Hot Wheels are limited to their beautiful cars like this Supra and other such cars, but that is not all that there is into Hot Wheels. Hot Wheels have released a lot of special edition things like this truck, which has its own wheels on the back and is movable and can store a small Hot Wheels car on its back. As well as they also release these gimmicky tuned cars. This right here is a Chevy Silverado, and I indeed have another Chevy Silverado, which is a full size for scale to make you understand how they work around the whole details and everything to make it look funnier, cooler, or simply just differentiated as compared to others that are available in the full size. And the diecast community is not limited to Hot Wheels. There are a lot of brands out there. For example, Takara Tomy itself releases a lot of cars just like this Lamborghini Huracan. And we also have a brand called Majorette, which releases its special edition cars as well as regular cars. This right here is a mystery box kind of car. You have to get lucky as to what you pull. There are a lot of cars in this series. I'll explain about it in a future video if you want to learn more about collecting die-cast cars, as well as a brand called Matchbox, which is owned by the same company that owns Hot Wheels. So Matchbox is just another company which makes some real cool looking normal cars. They mainly focus around cars that are normal or basic, something which exists in the real world rather than something out of an imagination. Things that are maybe even related to pop culture at times, just like this Jurassic Park car, which was, if I'm remembering correct, crushed by a T-Rex. Hot Wheels is not just limited to real life cars. They also make these gimmicky cars or normal cars which are based off of nothing, are original to Hot Wheels for design and everything. They often at times do take inspiration from real life cars, but are mostly tend out to be more simple, more unique and original to Hot Wheels itself. So that was just some small amount of trivia slash information about me and my collection into Hot Wheels and my journey throughout this all. Uh, so I guess we'll be moving on to the next segment of the series, the thing that you all have been actually waiting for. The opening of the pack. And as you remember, today we have a Crimson Haze pack. I hope this pack does us better than the last packs that I've opened of the Pokemon Center Japan. I did open one pack of the remaining packs off camera, and I did hit, so to say. It's this card, and I'll have to check the price for the same, but I like the art for the card. So we have, okay, all right, okay, a Snorlax, and I seriously don't. I need to check up the. I need to look up Pokemon names, I've been lacking on that regard for a while. I know Snorlax. Alright, that's all for today's video. Thank you for watching. Take care, guys.